Hello, my boss slave mates. Welcome back to my channel. It is me, Ikaneisha, your favorite boutique consultant. And today, or tonight, whenever you're watching this, because it's like 1:30 in the morning for me, but we are going to be talking about pre-launching. Ooh, hit my tripod. We're going to be talking about pre-launching. So as you all know, I am going to be relaunching my boutique because for the past 3-4 months, I would say around mid-October, I stopped with my boutique. I took a break because I was pregnant at the time and I didn't have a lot of energy. I was going through a lot of things. It was just, I could not keep up with everything that I had going on as well as my boutique. So you all also know that I just had my son on February 1st. So now I am back energized and everything, and I want to relaunch my boutique in April. I do not have the exact date, but I will be coming up with that literally after I film this video. So for the entire month of February, I decided that for my YouTube, we're going to be talking about pre-launch and things that you should know as a beginner in those sort of stages, because I've noticed that I have a lot of ladies who follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and in my membership that either have not launched yet or they just did. So I'm going to be talking about just beginner pre-launch right after you launch. That'll be all of February for YouTube as well as my membership on Patreon. And if you are not a member of my Patreon, I highly suggest it, because unlike YouTube and Patreon, you will get to see behind the scenes. I will be showing you every single step that I take in order to relaunch my boutique. You'll get to see the photo shoots. You'll get to see me forecast trends. You'll get to get advice from me. You'll get to see me pick my pieces. You get to see me set my prices. You get to see everything start to finish. So if you are not a member of my Patreon, I just posted the very first video today. So we're already getting the ball rolling. So click the link in my description box to become a member of that for as little as $25 a month. And you will get not only that, but you'll get guides, vendor lists, master classes, in-depth videos, social media templates, a bunch of stuff. Anyway, sorry, this has gone on long enough. Let's go ahead and get started. So for pre-launch, we're not going to talk about the regular stuff. You all already know I like to tell you all things that others are not telling you, or things that you may not have thought about, or things that other boutique owners who give advice or consult are not really thinking about telling you at the time, especially in a video. So we already know that prior to launching, you got to have your vendors, you got to build your website, you got to get a domain, you got to figure out if you're going to be on Wix or Shopify, which you should be on Shopify, don't get on nothing else. You got to figure out all of that stuff. We know that. But if I was a person who was in their beginning stages, which technically I am, but I'm not, I would have liked for someone to have told me these few things I'm going to tell you. So we're going to talk about some other things that you should be doing before you find vendors. So this is after you've already gotten your domain, and this is after you've already figured out that you're going to be on Shopify, all of that stuff. So make sure you get notepad, paper, use your notes on your phone, whatever. We're going to talk about a couple things. So the first thing that I know that I did, no one told me to do it, but I figured it out, and you all should be doing it too, is when you have announced or talked about you starting a boutique and you already have gotten your website and your domain, you need to have a coming soon page. So what that means is, for example, let's say your website is, whatever your website is, and you announce that on your Facebook. You've already started your Instagram for your boutique, and you announce your website. So let's say it's mine, for example, jinxfashionite.com. If I type that in or click on it, I should come up to a coming soon page. On that page, it should say something like, I don't remember what mine said. But anyway, it should say something like, countdown to relaunch, or countdown to launch, or something like that. It should have something cute up there, some cute little sayings. You could put a countdown clock up there if you want to, whatever. And you should have a spot up there for potential customers to put in their email address. So you should have, enter in your email to be notified of our launch, receive 25% off, something like that. So have a spot for them to put in their email, because you want to collect email addresses. So they put in their email. When they put in their email, you should already have an automated email that sends to them and gives them a code and the date and all of that stuff that you want them to know. It should already be automatic. I use MailChimp. I've been using it since the very beginning. I highly recommend it. There are a few other things that you can use that are called apps on Shopify that can do that for you as well. I recommend Privy, which is Privy, and I think there's one called that I used at one time called Klaviyo or something like that. I can't remember the exact pronunciation of it, but it begins with a K. It's like Klayivo, something like that. But Privy worked great too. So you should have your automated email set up already. Do that before your coming soon page. I totally forgot to mention that, but yeah, just make sure you have that. Next, you have to have your discounts already set up before you do any of your launching. So that way, and when you have it set up, make sure you test it. So what this means is, if you're on Shopify, for example, there is a spot where you can set up discounts. It'll say discounts. So you go in and you put in your promo codes. Let's say the promo code is going to be jacket, and you put in jacket in all caps. That is the promo code that you'll be giving to your customers. And let's say it is 20% off. You put in 20% off. You click on your collection of jackets. That will be, what the discount comes off of. You just fill out everything you need to fill out. You can have multiple promos, do whatever you need to do. But just make sure you have tested these thoroughly and that you already have them all set up. Because the worst thing ever is sending out automated emails and letting people know about a promo that you have for your grand opening, and the discount code is not working correctly because you haven't tested it or you haven't set it up right. So make sure you go through all of those. You can do buy one, get one somethings. You can do 20% off. You could do, percentages off. You can do dollar amounts off. Whatever it is you want to do, just make sure you have all of those set up prior to anything else that you're doing. Because that, I'm telling you, it can be embarrassing and you can lose sales. Sorry, I'm looking over at my son. If you can't tell, that's him right over here. Okay. So the next thing you want to do, already have your social media set up, which we just talked about. I don't know why I have that as number 3. That should have been the first thing. Either way, no particular order. So you should already have your Instagram page set up as well as your Facebook page set up. On your Instagram, you should be posting, little quotes if you want to. Don't post a lot of those, as you all know how I am about posting quotes. Post like 1 or 2, but also make sure you're posting coming soon pictures. You could poll your potential customers, like asking them, like maybe putting a collage of pictures up, like 1, 2, 3, 4, or a slide of pictures where they can swipe and see several pictures, and they can choose which one they like the most, or they can choose which one would they wear at a certain event, or you can see which one they like the most for you to stock, so you can get opinions as well. So you don't just start stocking things that your customers, after you figure out who your customer is, that they won't even like. So you won't be wasting your money. So just make sure you are active on your Instagram. Before I launched, I was active on my boutique's Instagram literally every day. But keep in mind that I did not have a job at the time. So I had free time to just be on that Instagram and all of that. But if you do not have the time, just make sure you have a scheduling app and you can schedule your posts to automatically post. You all know that I use an app called AppHi, AppHi. I'll leave the link down in the description box, and you all can get a discount through me for that particular app. I love that. It can schedule your Instagram stories, your Instagram posts, your Instagram TV. It does not matter. It can do all of that for you for Instagram. It also schedules Facebook and Twitter. So I highly recommend that app. So after you have your social media set up, you need to have a timeline and stick to it. So what I mean by that is, when I was launching my website, or my boutique rather, I knew exactly when I wanted to be done with what. So I knew I need to have my website set up by this date. Not website, I needed to have this particular collection finished and updated on my website by this day. I wanted to have all my descriptions done on this day or this week or whatever. I want to have these type of posts this whole week. I want to have my launch day be this week. That day. I wanted to have the entire website done by this week or this day. I want to have certain tests done on certain things by certain people on this day. You need to have everything mapped out to the day. You need to stick to it, because you cannot just tell people, oh, I'm going to be launching on March 25th. That's my birthday, by the way, on March 25th. And you got to end up sending out emails because you can't launch till April 1st because you didn't have your shit together. So get a timeline, a realistic one that you know you can stick to, and then go forward. Because I'm telling you, it's not a good look to not be fully launched, fully tested, fully automated, everything on your launch day. You want it to go as smooth as possible. And then last, of course, you need to find your vendors. And when you are looking for your vendors, just make sure that they are affordable for you, that they are exactly aligned with your boutique, meaning that they stand for the same things as you do, that they offer items that will appeal to your customer, that they offer everything that you're looking for in a business relationship. There's a whole lot that goes into it, not just cute clothes. So make sure you all check the links in my description box. I will be leaving links for videos about vendors, and I will also be leaving a link around how to buy. And if you are a member of my Patreon, don't forget that there is a video in our club around buying. There is a whole hour-long buying masterclass that I posted. So just make sure you all watch that as well. So that is it. We are going to be discussing something very important on the next video. So on Monday, we will be discussing, will your boutique last? We're going to be discussing some things that you should be aware of that need to happen, or basically knowing the boutique business in a way that, once again, I don't think other people are thinking about, or that other people are really talking about. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications so you will know on Monday when we will be talking about will your boutique last and what you need to do and know to make sure that it lasts. All right, you guys. So thank you very much for watching my video. Tune in for the next one on Monday. See you guys. Bye.